Trying to get my smoke on.
Hey, you sexy thing. Come here, girl. Calvin's down. I finished all my classwork. I cooked you a meal, your favorite. Everything is all good. Come sit over here.
Not all good.
How was work, baby? You give me the leads? Any leads for you?
0.
That's all right. That's okay. Because you know what? You'll get one tomorrow. You're a winner, and winners always succeed. Yes, they do.
What makes you so upbeat?
Oh, guess how much I spent on this gourmet meal here?
How much?
$6.22. Thank you very much. Coupon, double coupon. Day old bread aisle. Whole chicken. I'm gonna cut it up myself, and the rest is going in the soup tomorrow.
Thank you. I needed to come home to this.
Yeah. You know what? I think we're gonna be all right. The bill collectors may be hunting us down, but you know what? We don't need our parents to get through this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We may need our parents to get through this one.
What's wrong?
Ooh. Our mortgage payment has ballooned.
Wait, you mean like a big balloon or?
I mean like a $3,000 mortgage balloon payment.
Whoa, no, that's a blimp. Baby, how didn't we see this coming?
I mean, I meant to refinance, baby, but I thought we had more time.
You know what? We'll work it out. We'll work it out.
But where are we going to get that kind of money?
We'll figure it out, okay?
We cannot lose our home.
I know, and we won't. I got you. We're winners.
My Bosch dishwasher leaves my dishes incredibly dry. You hear that moisture? I'm here to dish out vengeance on dirty dishes.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a...
Nuevas Lux Remix Boxes de Taco Bell. Por $5 algo clásico. Por $7 algo lujoso. Por $9 descubre algo nuevo. Come deluxe a tu manera. Nuevas Lux Remix Boxes. Solo en Taco Bell.
You've got a Pepto predicament, Ace. You overdid it on the loaded fries. Undo it with Pepto Fast Melt.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto Bismol.
It's time! Moto Social Casino is America's hottest free-to-play social casino experience. It knocks out the competition. Win real cash prizes,
Get easy and fast prize redemption. Let's get that adrenaline-fueled fun flowing. Join thousands of winners on Moto. Just click the link. No download required. Boom! You mastered your mind. Ain't home. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen. The Grammy.
Let's not bring us all together as only music
With
has.
performances by
Vince and Boom.
The Grammy.
Let's not bring us all together as only music
With
has.
performances by Vince and Boom, Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan, Charlie XCX, Doechii, Ray, Sabrina Carpenter, Shakira, and Teddy Swims. The Grammys. Now streaming on Paramount Plus.
It's game time. This Black History Month, Pluto TV has you covered.
I do my best.
The best collection of black movies is right here. This month and always on the Black Cinema channel on Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
You're watching BET Tyler Perry Comedy. Woo! Had to get that pressure right. Nothing like a little splash of water.
Honestly, Mr. Payne, I didn't think you'd be so shy about this.
Well, you know, maybe I should remind you, I am a married man.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Just makes you hotter.
And you know what? Adultery is one of your bigger commandments. Yo, my wife told me that. I mean, it's right up there with murder and covering your neighbor's ox.
You're so irresistible. Oh, God.
Okay.
You know that's not my fault. That's because I got my grandma bulging his eyes.
I'm back, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed some House of Pain. My apologies. I was supposed to have been on here hours ago, but had a long day. Trying to catch up on some sleep, and then I was over in the chat. And my intention was to go over there and then spend about an hour over there, and then ended up staying longer than what I needed, or than I wanted to. So we here now. Oh, it was a long day for you too. Yeah, didn't you say you was working on the house or something, or working on some houses? Something you said in Dub Chat about what you was doing. That is a long day. That I know. That right there is a long day. Shit. Fuck a long day, shit. Working on houses, that shit turned into many days. Many long days. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's some work right there. Cause you gotta every day you gotta tear down stuff, and then you gotta rearrange stuff. Cause I remember when we was doing ours, man, we couldn't cook nothing for like a good 2 fucking weeks. Cause the kitchen was just couldn't cook nothing. So we had to go and either order out, or like the foods we could eat, we had like these plastic bowls and stuff like that. That way we could just throw that shit out, because we couldn't wash the dishes or anything. So we just got the plastic stuff and we just toss that out. I mean, I didn't mind it because, you know, when you've lived, when, you know, you didn't have that much food in the cabinet, you know, when the only thing you got in the cabinet, when the only thing you got in your kitchen is a pack of tortillas, a pack of ground beef, and some oil, you will make a meal out of that whole, those three things. Huh? What? How are you supposed to make a meal out of that? Trust me, when you ain't got nothing and you live very limited, you get very creative. The only fun part? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Because it was like, man, you couldn't really move around. So, because we went, it was the kitchen, the family room, the hallway, and I want to say the upstairs bathroom. No, the upstairs and downstairs bathroom. But my thing was landscaping. Get me out there in the fields, out there in the yard. You know what I'm saying? I cut that lawn, chop them trees, trim them trees up. You know what I'm saying? Plant some food, pick some weeds. You know, hard work. But I wouldn't even call that hard work. That's just a lifestyle, culture. Yeah. In the chat I was in earlier, we were talking about the old school, like Walkmans and stuff, and we were talking about a new edition. And one of the ladies in the chat, she was like, them were the good old days. I was like, I miss them days. I miss them days of Walkmans, boom boxes, recording songs off the radio, watching music videos for hours upon hours. See, back then, that's what we did. We played video games. Don't get to it. We did play video games. But we spent more hours watching music videos than we played video games. You know. Because music still meant something back then. You know. Music today, it's so hit and miss. I mean, I see there's a shift going on and music is slowly getting back to that feeling. You know, when you hear a song, you know, it's like, if you can't feel it, then more than likely you're not going to like it. But nowadays we've been conditioned to, even though we don't like the song, or no, even if we don't feel the song, in our heads we still like the song. Because there's some songs out there, I'd be like, oh, what the fuck I'm listening to? But this shit kind of knocking though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because like when my daughter was younger, oh my goodness, there was a song that came out, I forgot who sung the song, but like all the young people was just into that, especially like all the young girls and stuff. And my daughter would play that song over and over and over and over and over and over, and every time she had me sit down and we would watch her shows together, and that song would come on during, like, oh my God. Then that song get playing in my head. I find myself, you know what I'm saying? But that song was oh, how you go? Da, 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 da. Call me maybe. That call me maybe. That's the song. Call me maybe. I was like, what the hell? Why am I listening? I don't really like the song. But it's just like in my head, I'm like, it is kind of catchy though. You know? So that right there, even if it's catchy, like that, you know, we don't get a lot of those songs no more. Back then, it didn't make a difference what genre you listened to. You was going to get that type of music. You want to get that type of feeling. You know, you get the like, yeah, I feel this. You know, and sometimes you listen to songs and you might get goosebumps. Be like, oh, yeah, I feel that. Yeah. When MTV actually have on everything. Man, on everything, it's been nothing but TV shows. You know, they got like one music channel, and that's MTV Jams. That used to literally be just like a 30-minute show. They turned that to a whole channel. Yo, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a minute. Yo, what up, Oz? I see you. What's going on? You know, and I love music. Music is like in my blood, you know. And I know a lot of people say that, yeah, it's in my blood. I feel like, no, I literally mean music is in my blood. Like my grandfather, he used to sing in the church choir. My mom, she used to sing. What was it? Had a couple other family members. As a matter of fact, one of my cousins, she's actually in the business. I don't know if she's still in the business, but she was in the business. So and then you got me, and you know I was involved, you know, somewhat. You know, I didn't, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I didn't have an opportunity or I didn't get opportunities. The problem was a lot of motherfuckers was giving out bad deals back then. You know, and being that I was a teenager or we was teenagers, because it wasn't just me. You know, a lot of bullshit was going on, and they thought that they could take advantage of us. I mean, don't take my word for it. All you gotta do is look at all them young teenagers, all them kids and stuff that was in the business, from like ABC, even New Edition. You know, all these young artists that were able to break through and make all these big hits that we love to hear. But look how much money they made though. Hell, TLC were grown ass women, and they ain't make no money off the first two albums. They ain't make no money off their first two albums. Think about that. Because they signed what they call a 360 deal. Which means you got to pay me regardless if you signed with me or not. Ain't that some shit? Let's see, what's it? Y'all MTV Raps, hell yeah. Yep, they sure do got that. I forgot about that. Let's see. Songs that give you goosebumps are rare. It's awesome when you find, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't like just, if I'm just hearing a song and I'm just listening to it, you know, it's like, okay, if I'm not bobbing my head, that means it's a song that I haven't heard before, and I want to hear. I'm looking for something. You know what I'm saying? Like when I hear a new song from an artist, whether it's an artist that's been out or a new artist, I like to listen to what they're saying. You know, because I'm a lyric guy. I'm a lyric guy. I love the beat. The beat is the foundation of the song. But I like to listen to the. I want to hear your words. I want to hear how you formulate your words to put together to where when I listen to it, I feel like I become part of that song. Like I feel that song. Even if it's a song that I may not even may have nothing to do with. Like I've never experienced that. What gravitates impact from a song is when you get the people that haven't gone through it feel it like they have gone through it. Game changer. You're on TV right there. Now, I know what you was talking about. Dr. Dre, L.O. Yeah, yo, that was the shit. That was the shit. Yo, y'all remember when Public Enemy had performed and Flavor Flav had dropped that crack rock out of his pocket? Motherfucker was up there performing whole crack pack. Fell out of his pocket. Like, yo, what is this? Yo, y'all see that? Yo, this motherfucker came to MTV to perform it, and he had to bring. That was when Flavor Flav was on that crack, bad too. That boy couldn't go without taking a hit. He needed that blast for the day. He needed that blast for the day. All right, Chuck, come on, boy. Yo, Flavor Flav, motherfucking fool, but yo, we love him though. We love Flavor Flav though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was old enough and you remember Flavor Flav when back in the 80s, in the late 80s, early 90s and all that, when Public Enemy was rocking, man, Flavor Flav was the truth though. You know what I'm saying? When Flavor Flav had went solo, he came with that. Get up and get down. 911 is a joke in your town. Get up and get down. 911. Yo, that had a lot of that motherfucking song had a lot of people mad. But it's like anything he's saying that's not wrong. That's not true. I mean, you know. Or you know what I'm saying? You call 911 and it take about 45 minutes to get to you. Like, why are you taking hell long? Like, what the fuck what is y'all doing? Like, why am I've been on this phone for 30 minutes. And ain't nobody showed up yet. You know what I'm saying? I got the homie out here on the block out here bleeding out and everything. Y'all taking up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all taking up all my fucking, like, come on, hurry up. Like, somebody will be there shortly, sir. Like, motherfucker, bitch, I don't want to hear that shit. My homeboy out here dying, y'all motherfucker over here lollygagging and shit. Hurry the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that little tweaker is still alive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Oh, man. Yeah, no, that shit, man. 911 was a killer back in the day. Like, they would literally take their sweet time to get to you. Like, what? Like, what the? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Everybody show up. Shit. Everybody gone. Shit. Everybody went to bed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Coffee in the building. What's good? Be up there just like, do. Y'all already know how the police be knocking. Do. Who the fuck is knocking on my door like that? Police department, open up. God damn it, what the fuck the police want? Go ahead. Hello, sir. There was an incident that happened today or tonight, a little while ago. Do you know anything about that? That shit happened over 2 hours ago, and you motherfuckers is just now coming. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Oh, well, sir, you know, you gonna have to. I ain't gotta do a goddamn thing. Get off my motherfucking doorstep. Like, y'all got me fucked up right now. Oh, hold on. Okay. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let's see. I'm back, y'all. Sure, I'm always doing something. Always in something. Oh, okay. But yeah, yo MTV Raps was dope. Shit, I remember when Fat Five Freddy went to Compton and was hanging out with NWA in the back of a bed riding through Compton. I'm like, y'all got this New York ass motherfucker out here riding through Compton like this back in there. That shit funny as hell. But they were the good old days though. Like you had Yo MTV Raps, then you had Rap City though. Yo, Rap City. I mean, hey, all due respect to Yo MTV Raps, but Rap City was just that was on another level. You guys know. Starting with the mayor, and they went to Big Les and what was that? I forgot what cuz name was. And then but ultimately Big Tigger ended up getting it and flipping that shit into the basement. Now when they turned that into Rap City the basement, game over. Game over. BET had the hottest shows back then. MTV was just like they had that TRL bullshit. But that shit was more for like pop shit. All the pop, you know what I'm saying? Shit. BET had Rap City, 106 in Park, what was that one shit? Hits from the Streets, Cedar's World. Yeah, man. Yeah, 1990 feels like another lifetime. I'm telling you, man. Hey, every time I think back then, I go back to that time period, and I just go and it's like, see, like for like 1990, I turned 11 years old, 1990. And I just think back, like, what was I doing back in 1990? Like, I was definitely watching wrestling. You know, that was when I was still going to the other school. And that's what's crazy about it because that next year, because that was my 4th grade year. And then that second half of the year was when I went into 5th grade. And I spent a semester there, but then after I got into that last fight, it was like, oh, well, hold on, you don't live over here? Oh, you going on over to that school over there. I went from the suburbs to the hood. Ain't that a bitch? I went from the countryside of town to the inner city. And then I think like, damn, what else is going on? Then I think about the music. Like, damn. Music was fucking dope back then. Like, and when I think about the music back then, I think about the variety that we had. It was so much variety. Like every genre had different varieties for people that listen to that genre. That's what I appreciate about music across the board. Today, it don't make a difference what genre you're listening to. They're all doing the same songs. There's not a difference. And that's what's been lost. It's almost like the creative tool in the brain has slowed down, so nobody's not putting in the effort to bring something new, something fresh, something that we never heard. You know, be different than the 5 other artists doing the same thing. And guarantee you, you're going to get noticed. For instance, you take like Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar ain't rapping like everybody else. You know, he has his own flow. And that's what separates him from everybody else. It's a unique style that he raps. You know, I can appreciate that. Oh yeah, the 90s as a whole, that's when I jumped off the porch. The 90s was wild, like, oh my God. Like, and you remember, like, just the first, just take from 1990 to 95, right? Just that first 5 years of the 90s, you could cover a whole, like you could literally do 2 decades with that 5 years of the 90s. That first 5 years of the 90s, you could do 2 decades of that. You know, because so much happened. So much happened. Like there was things that a lot of us thought that we was never like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it is what it is. But when that, like, we see what's going on, but then when it starts happening and you know, all this stuff like, you know, OJ in the white truck, no matter what part of the aisle you're on that, I ain't here for that. All I'm saying is, I know you sitting there watching TV or whatever, you might have just had the TV on and was doing something else. But as soon as they broke into that programming and they showed O.J. Simpson mobbing in the white Bronco, oh my God, that will be forever hitched in all of our brains that was alive at that time, or old enough at the time to remember that. You know, and then that whole trial, and then even before that, the riots. And seeing them 4 cops beat on Rodney King, like all this stuff that we always heard about, we read about, we kind of just like, okay, like if you seen it, you seen it. But if you didn't see it, then it's kind of like, oh shit. You know, in California, we see that shit all the time. So when we see it, we weren't surprised. We were just surprised that it actually got caught on camera. You know? And then that second half of the 90s started off. Woo. Yeah. You know, there was a lot more I didn't even mention in that. You know, we didn't realize at the time that we didn't. I remember exactly where I was that day. I was in College Park, Maryland. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was shit, what? I might have been at home. I think I was at home. And I was at home because that was during the finals. Yeah. That was, man. But then I go back. Okay, so then I go back into the 80s. And I think about my childhood in the 80s. Did I just watch a whole damn shuttle go up in the air and explode with people in it? I was like, I was like 7 years old because that happened in 1986. I was 7 years old, and I can't remember if it was a holiday or if I got suspended. But either way it goes, I was at home. No, I was at my grandparents' house because my grandmother was watching me while my mom was working. So she had the TV on. She was, watching her news and soap operas and everything. And so we had knew that this day was coming up because we actually had talked about it in school. So when they had broken into the programming and they was getting ready to show that shuttle, I think it was the Challenger. It was one of the Challengers, I believe. And me and my grandmother was watching it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Okay. As a kid, when you see that type of stuff, it's like, oh, that shit hella cool, right? So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, all right. And then, oh, in my mind as a 7-year-old, because keep in mind, I have never seen anybody die up to that point. Right? 7 years old, I've seen people hurt, but I've never seen people die. And if I did, I probably was too young to remember. But to see that, to know that people actually walked into that, because they showed them walking into the shuttle. They showed you remember they had they always got them cameras inside the shuttle so they could, show where the people are sitting and all that cool stuff. And to see people get blown, because and what stood out about that one was they had a teacher on there. And it was just like, I couldn't, that traumatized me. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen that at 7 years old, that traumatized me because it took me into a thinking, what would a person be going through at that exact moment when the thing catches on fire and you're about to die? And not just die, but you're about to explode, which means your body parts is about to be floating and landing in all kinds of parts of that area. How do you process? As a matter of fact, some of your body parts is just gonna get burnt up. Shit, that's if you just gonna burnt up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a gory thought to have. But then again, I get to thinking, well, shit, we had Freddy and Friday the 13th and shit, Halloween and all kinds of gory shit back then. You know what I'm saying? And not to make light of it, but in the 80s, you had a lot of gory stuff on TV. Like the movies was just like, it was just nasty. Like Friday the 13th, what was that? The first one or the second one where Freddy came out of Homeboy's stomach when he was sleeping. He literally came out of like, come on now, really? We coming out of people's stomachs? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Mr. Brendan, what's going on? How you doing? Buying a bump. Oh. Man, so much. It really make your head spin. They didn't die in an explosion either. They died on impact with the water. Their pod made it out. Crew cabin rather pretty good. Oh, okay. Yo, you know what? And I did hear that. I have heard that. But it's just like, yo, that's because at 7 years old you see that and you don't really know anything about that stuff. You just know it's a cool event that's happening and you want to experience because you want to be one of those people, And then like even now being older, when I go on YouTube, like sometimes I'll go back and I'll pull that video up. And I went and looked to see if it was actually on YouTube a while back. Like this was like 10 years ago or so. And they had it on there. And they had it where they had showed the people that was in the stands and everything, everybody all cheering, and then to see everybody's look, it was just like, and like when I watched the video, it literally took me to that day of how I was feeling. And I was just like, yo, that's not something kids should even see, but that's not realistic. So now it's like, you're being traumatized without anybody hurting you. You know what I'm saying? Life will traumatize you. Life itself will traumatize you. Yeah, that's whew. You know, because I remember they was pumping that up that whole time. That's why the teacher is more ingrained in my head than everybody else that was on that shuttle, because it was like what was they saying? It was like the first teacher. I think it was like the first teacher that was going to be able to fly up into space or whatnot. So, and they just kept pumping that. And like I said, we had talked about it in school. So, and I was like, yo, this is cool, you know? But then it's like, outside of that event, you think about other events that happen. Like that plane. What was that flight? What was that plane? That motherfucker shit, that shit right there had me like, yo, well, hold on, we got planes over here doing this shit too? What the fuck? I ain't never getting on a plane. That was the first time I was like, I ain't never getting on a plane. You know. Whew. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because you know it's actual people in there. You know, and when you know there's actual people in there, you know, it's just like it's just like 9/11. You know, regardless if you had family involved or family that died, like myself, I didn't have no ties to 9/11. But as an American, seeing planes, not even just as an American, I'm gonna scratch that. You know what I'm saying? As a human being, seeing planes flying into buildings where there's people in it, and there's people in planes, and seeing them planes fly into them buildings where there's people at, that right there, I don't care who you is, we were all traumatized September 11th, 2001. We were all traumatized. Because that wasn't even the end of it. Remember, that wasn't the end of it. Because now you have people jumping out of buildings because they are afraid. Like, I'm there watching the thing because I woke up after the planes had went to that. As a matter of fact, my mom called me. My mom called me and was like, Jason, America's under siege. I'm like, what, huh? I'm like, well, hold on. So I turn on the TV. I'm like, and this is when they start showing the replays. I'm like, yo, did I just see 2 planes fly into? This is not good. It's not good at all. But then when I seen the people jumping out of the building, jumping out the windows and stuff, and I'm like, and they just jumping out, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on right now? This is not, what the fuck? This is crazy. Hold on. We got people. And then it wasn't over. Remember? Then that's when everything came down with people in it. Yo, we've been through some traumatic stuff as people. And 9/11 just took the cake. Regardless of what has happened, like now, we got planes. We got planes crashing like all over the place. Like, what the hell going on with that shit? Why are all these planes crashing? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this shit is like, but this is where I get irritated with people. All this stuff is going on, and then we worrying about the wrong damn thing. We're worrying about the wrong damn thing. Like, come on now. Let's see. Oh yeah. It's whew. See, it was a space shuttle Columbia that broke up on re-entry. I think it was 2000. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that one too. Yeah, that was crazy. I watched it. It wasn't a damn movie. You took the words right. That's where I was. It was literally like we all seen movies like that. So when it actually happened in real life, like, well, this is not what this is not a movie right now. What the fuck is like what? Whoa! I was only like 4 when that happened, but I put myself in that position. Then the Pentagon got hit. It was it must have really seemed that America was in World War. It did, yeah, because the Pentagon got hit, and then the other plane ended up somewhere in that field in Pennsylvania. I'm like, because one of those planes was actually headed to California, and they were supposed to have hit the Bay Bridge. Like, yo, this is like the whole thing, and then when the buildings came down and then all that smoke and then seeing the people run and stuff, it's just like, this is not cool, you know. This is not cool. And then that's that. Look, if you look at it, that's when everything changed, because America wasn't the same after it. Everything what we going through today was based off of what happened in 2001. Simply because we went to Iraq, whole lot of gold, right? Yeah, yeah. Weapons of mass destruction, yeah, whatever. Then we go on over to Afghanistan. That shit lasted for 20 years. Then we had everything that just fucked us all up in between. Then we go into a recession. Now we got this guy named Barack Obama coming out of fucking nowhere. Like, who the fuck is you? You sound good. You dress good. Okay. You playing the part. Sound like you know what you're talking about. And he becomes president. And it was just like, nobody didn't want to do nothing. We don't like Obama. We don't like his policies. Okay, that's fine. But if you're so worried about it, how come you didn't do anything about it when Bush was in office? Because you sure as hell didn't hold him accountable. You guys had control and everything, and we still ended up broke in a recession. People losing jobs, losing homes, banks closing. Like, it was real bad. Obama brought us back up out of it. It may not have been perfect. There was a lot of issues with it, but people started working again. Banks started to reopen. Money started to flow again. Well, you mad because you didn't get a free check? Well, maybe you wasn't old enough. I mean, I don't know. Shit, I didn't get a free check either. Shit. You know? I didn't get one either. But I didn't get all mad and get my feelings about it. Shit, I was more worried about health insurance than money. Because I'm like, I can survive without money. But that health insurance, shit, I'm trying to live. I need that. You know? So, It's just, and we still going through shit, and it's just like, and this is once again where I get frustrated because we keep putting people into positions of power and they keep not doing their job, and so we keep on going through shit. We keep on going through shit. You know, like no matter what all you're on when it comes to Trump, this man didn't give a fuck about no fucking trying to do this, that, and the third. This motherfucker was on a revenge tour, and he said he was going on a revenge tour. That's some gangster shit. You know, he said he was going to do it, and he's been doing it. Problem is, why am I going to the store and I see eggs for $12 fucking dollars? Why I see a pack of eggs, what's that? A 12 pack, for 12. What the? Really? What the hell going on? You know what I'm saying? Like we still got wars going on. But this man said, "Well, I'm gonna end the war in 24 hours," and people really believe that shit. People really believe you're not ending a war in 24 hours. I'm sorry, it's not. It don't work that way. Sounds good. We would all love for that to happen, but it's not gonna, because there's too many politics involved for it to just end in 24 hours. But oh shit, I didn't put an hour. All right, y'all, I'm up out of here. Thank y'all for coming. I'm gonna be on to tomorrow Sunday. Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely be on tomorrow. Tomorrow Sunday ain't nothing going on really. So with that said, y'all have a good night. And like always, we gonna keep it cracking. We gonna stay militant, and we about this bitch. Oh, and Jesse is live right now. So if you want to go on over there and see what's going on, he's live right now at Frontline Black News. Go over there and tap in, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.